The real question is, are those my eyebrows or are those my eyeballs? That better be a good treasure. It was! I've been wanting a collar. Oh, now I look like a sub. Here's the thing. This game could look great if they stylized it. But this... Where did those come from? You weren't there a second ago. Why are there birds now? I need to ruin the music.
Mr. King, are you okay?
Look at you. Aren't you a cute dragon?
Little world, Nikki.
I know your name is Kilo, but I'm going to name you Rocks, because you look like rocks.
Welcome,
Just chubbier.
Ayuna. Pull up a chair.
I love and appreciate y'all a lot. I'm gonna go get some food. With that said, I will catch y'all next time. So see.
Oh, hello,
Through my controller.
Snowman.
See ya.
Fancy
Love ya. I'm
seeing
not
you
meaning to look
here.
up her ass. The controller is upside down somewhere under my desk, and I got hunted down. I'm sorry. See ya. Love ya. Bye bye.
Hi, tell you. Happy you're
in the
here.
bathroom.
Where are you going?
I'm looting the house. That's what you're
Why-
supposed to do.
You picked a spot for me to go to. I went to it, and you're nowhere near it. You told me to go here.
I'm going there.
You told me to go here. I came over here.
wait,
and you're
there's the
like,
other side.
but no.
I'm coming over there now.
Are you?
I'm trying to find my way.
Fucked up their car though. Look at that. So yeah, anybody watching this in the future, if this is made into a clip, look, we made it over to the island using those fancy lily pads. Very hard to do. Had to get as close as I could off of the lily pads and do a dash jump off of the last one, but we did make it. I'm really surprised that we were allowed out here though. If my account gets banned, y'all know why. Oh. Yeah, Momo, I relate to that face. Oops. Oh my god, that's actually real! I thought it was just people memeing! I thought it was a meme!
Big Bite Hand is here. Good to see you.
I thought it was a meme! The hell this everything's empty. I have no guns. Got no guns, I got no weapons, I got no hopes, I got no dreams. It's sad and bleak and I'm taking
What weapons do you need? Oh, okay.
I had nothing.
Oh, hello,
Well,
Vividist
since you're
Ski.
here now,
Fancy seeing you
you
here.
entertain me.
I'm not a trained seal. That's the first clown asking to be entertained.
Excuse you?
You're welcome.
I'm gonna slap the vertices right out of you. God, you're hot.
God, I like her.
All right. That's enough out of you.
So for those who do not know how the hype balloon works, basically there is a single channel point redeem you can do right now because a hype train is happening. So if you're following, you are given a default of 300. If you've been here before, you have plenty of it. But you can just spam those and every single one of those balloons pops up. Those do appear in front of my game. They are tracked in the upper left. You can try to set a record. The longer the hype train goes, the more that can be, the higher that goal can get. But basically it's a fun little way for y'all to interact during the hype train. I love it. So yeah. Oh, thank you. My little alert. Thank you, Mick Leslie, for the gift sub. I appreciate that. Level up! Ah, God! Roses!
Lovely.
Roses!
McLesley 13 just
Roses!
with a gift sub.
All the heroes' friends come together to save the day! God. This game is an experience. I don't know what I'm experiencing, but it's the game. Which you just lost. Congratulations. I'm going to aim for the fourth square. Right here. I'm aiming right in the fourth square.
Everyone else, choose a slot
Gonna aim
to
for that
make it
fourth
no
square right
bueno.
there. Hey, Snow. Oh
Okay.
shit.
Let the games begin. Pick a spot to drop from.
Let's go.
Ever heard of chaos theory? Well, this is
Oh! Woo!
Oh, I am filled with rage about the whole nobody dying thing.
Yeah! I'm too flexy for my shirt. Bravo. Bravo. Good job. You did it.
Hello, 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 hello. Oh, magma. Pin. All right. So, hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, Yuna. Hello, Snow. Hello, Telu. Hello, Big B. Hello, Vividus. Hello. So, okay, just to kind of see, because there was a thing that, yeah, so the dodgeball I added a few months ago, but it's only a chance when doing a check-in, or it happens when you use any of the power-ups, the 10-bit power-up effects. And then the scrolling text is also something related to just being here for the pre-show and being a regular. Ow! Like that. Yeah, you can use, if you use that fancy power up, you get the scrolling text. But hello. Sorry, I choked before I went live. Hi, Rose. Hi, Amoru. So you're welcome to draw on the screen if you want. You can use the pin link. We are, so for those who don't know, we have these stickers, right? These stickers are available. Yeah, I'm fine. I have problems. Kind of, Big B. Mainly the scrolling text is inspired by some Japanese live streams. Japanese live streams tend to have on-screen scrolling text. I don't know what the reason for it is. I guess it's just to show the amount of hype and the comments people are making and make it more interactive. But it's a thing on some Japanese live stream stuff. I don't know. So I decided to recreate it, but I didn't want it to be annoying, so I made it so it's only the highlight messages and then during the starting soon. So it gives kind of some appeal to show up early. So these are the Pride stars we have. These are the ones we've made. So we've got Trans, Ace, Bi, Nebulous, Pan, and then regular Pride, right? So I made these. But obviously, this is not a fair representation of everybody, and we need more. We need more of them available. For those who don't know, you can actually buy these as sticker sheets. I don't think they're that impressive, but y'all really love them, so that is more than enough to me. These stars, for those who are unaware, when I get a new follower, one of the yellow ones goes up, but if you subscribe, one of the Pride ones will go up, and it'll actually stick itself somewhere on the screen. And it'll stay there for the rest of the stream, or at least until I have to open OBS again. Cleaning my glasses. I'm glad you like them. I thought they were something silly and not too impressive, but y'all seem to really like them. So I just went to this. This is Pride Flag color code site. This is the best way I can get a clean image of the Pride flags. And then I have a little eyedropper tool on my stream deck, and I just use that to click on these, right? So the ones we need to add, well, what I'm doing here is I'm going to do a blending option. Right, blending option. There we go. Blending option. And then a gradient overlay. And then we go to color. And there we go. Right there we have our flag. Simple. So I believe this is the shades we got for the nebulous one. Yep. Nebulous. I think these are a little light. I may have this slightly wrong. Did I do it this way? I may have done it this way. I just gotta remember. I love this. Look, now it's a cutout. No, I'm pretty sure I had that right the first time, though. So yeah, we just go in there, blending options, gradient overlay. May not have been color. Did I do hue? This is weird because it feels pale. I don't know why it's pale. Because it's not supposed to be pale. Oh, did I? It might be here. No. No. Why is the colors aren't the same? Hue and saturation, maybe? You know, we're gonna change up my method here and make these probably a little bit nicer. So I am going to, what I should be able to do is if I duplicate this, duplicate layer, go up here, and then we're gonna go blending options. And we're gonna go in here, and I don't need this gradient on here. This layer, and we just want to keep the white, right? So we're just gonna go like that, there. So now that is just the white, right? And if you can't tell, there we go. Blending options, perfect. So now we should be able to, well, I'm going to do a test, but if I do this and I do normal. So I would like it to keep the gradient that is on the edges. This is the only problem I have. So let's see if we can do this. So if I do normal, can I get, it should be, I think, inner shadow. I'm going to turn that off. There's our inner shadow. And I say the inner shadow should be, this is on the other screen, and I apologize. We do a black inner shadow, and we do size. Get that to about where the other one was, which appears to be about there. I don't know why it's so jagged, but I don't think it'll matter. And then we do, I believe, darken. Just to double check. Why don't I notice it at all? Why isn't this being a shadow? You're meant to be a shadow. Please be a shadow. I'm going to change that out for an inner glow then, and we're going to be weird here. I'm going to say it should be black. We do a gradient here. Opacity 100%, do normal, and then we're going to increase the size. Up the choke all the way, so we get the right position. We want it right about there, and then we reduce the choke, and then you can see. Yes, okay, cool. We're just gonna go bit by bit and grab what we grab as we go. Also, hello Blueberry and hello Fox, so it should be that and then that. And you can see we've got the little edge, but it is being a little weird here. So there's that from before. Now just to compare. That should be right. And just to pull up the old ones. Now, what we're going to get here is we're going to get some slightly better looking ones probably because I now know what I'm doing. But I don't want to adjust the ones we had. So what I'm going to do here, because of this, and we just need to keep this in mind, is I can go... I don't know. Do we make a new set with them being stronger? Do we do a new set with them being stronger? Do I go one by one and just make a higher contrast? Because, like, obviously the old one here is a little bit faded. And the new one is much brighter, and I'm a little worried there. Because I do think having these look a little bit nicer would probably be the right choice. And I also don't want to use... We had yellow on there, and then... No, I think that needs to be the black. Well, I'd have to... I mean, because we have the... It's basically like a first generation run, and then we do a new run. I think is kind of the thing we're kind of going to be dealing with here, is just a new run. Right, we just do that, and then this is now it's a brighter redo of the original, right? Because these are very pale. And I would like them to be as nice as possible, and I do think these are going to be nicer ones. That's the only thing right now, is I look at this and I go, Oh, is this also part of the issue here, actually? I think I figured out what's going on if I turn this off. Yeah, so that's why my shadows aren't right. Because I didn't remove... Okay, so I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to turn off the old one. And then we're going to rasterize this one. Where are you? Can you... You don't want to be rasterized? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. But we need to go here, then, on this one. Right, so now this one, I need to go the opposite direction. Oh, I gotta hide the first one. There we go. So we need to go here, and we need to get rid of the outer ring. Which is right there. So if we have just these two, now we have a nice, clean... a very clean one, right? And then I want to copy layer style here, and I want to paste layer style here. And you can see... Okay, these are still doing the same effect, which isn't what I want. I need this to stay just like this, like it is. Why aren't you right? I need this layer here to be like this, but I need it to stay like this. Can I just, as an annoying thing, can I do this? No, I can't copy paste. Why? Rasterize your effect, damn it. No, I just want this layer, please. One sec. I have a file in here. This one. Okay, it should be right there then, and then there's the outline. This is slightly off. There we go. Okay. And then I can just delete this one, and then we can enable that one again. And I am going to copy layer style, hide the one I was on, and then paste the layer style back down. Okay, so now we've got the shadow in the correct spot this time. Now I need to adjust it. Like that. Hey, Jevon, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. I hope your stream went well. I want it there, but I need to adjust this a little bit. There, I think this looks better. I think this looks better than what we had. And I think it's worth redoing the other ones for, because what this does is this kind of creates a little drop shadow around the sides as well. So if we talk about it like layering down, so I am going to do this, and I apologize to anybody who very much wants the newest and most up-to-date sticker sheets, but I do think this is the best way to go about this. So we deal with what we deal with, right? So I'm gonna save this. Oof, sorry. I bumped my mic. Okay, and then I'm going to override the nebulous star we had with the new one. Okay. Ow. Rude. Hey, Saranos. I will do this. I will do this to make everything easier as well. For the time being, what I will do for my products, I will name it V1. I'm gonna put V1 next to it, and then I'll let those run for a bit as V1. And those can just stay there, right? So now the product page is for those, say V1 on that, and then we will make new V2 ones that are going to be a slightly more vibrant one, right? Now I did save some of these flags, so there's that one. Here's the normal pride flag, or the typical pride flag that you would see. More raiders! Hey, Orc, how was Ghost of Yote? Was it Ghost of Yote? I think it was Ghost of Yote. Feels like a you game, even if I'm wrong. Ah! Hey, Orc.
Amazing. Orca Stereo just subscribed to us for another month. That's 3 now.
And you can see up here, you can see when I get a sub that we stick the little star on the edge of the screen now. I've got to add this one yet, but there we go. Thank you, Orc, for the resub. All right, Pride Star, save that. Oop, nope. Hit the drop down. Trans flag. There we go. Now you may notice there is this slightly strange edge. I don't think it matters. I believe that's still fully there. Oh nope, we got a slight issue. Okay, so I need to go here really quick. And I am going to, on this one specifically, just to make sure this is all perfect, we're going to do a color overlay. Because there is going to be this like little stray pixel thing that it's doing. You can kind of see that yellow edge there. And that is a problem. And that is coming from this, and I need to fix that. All right, Orc. I do like your star, Talu. Okay, that should be a perfect ring. If I'm right. If I remove this... Yeah, so we had this whole edge that was getting bits of the yellow. So you can see how there's a gap there now. Obviously, we don't want the gap, so we're going to go like this. So now the gap is completely gone because we've created a back layer. But that doesn't mean I need to redo the ones we had. But these look a lot cleaner than what we had. So we're going to save. We will do the TransStar. TransStar is not the first one of this version. And we're going to open our gradient overlay again. Go here, grab our nebulous. But yeah, we will keep the old ones for a little while. And then eventually we will swap over this new design. I think that'll work the best. And because it's a star, there is no top, there is no bottom. These are just whichever way people feel like using them. I also like using the gradient for this because you end up with these spots here, right? Where this blue is clearly fading into this, the purple's clearly fading into this, the green is fading into the yellow. And it's not perfect, and I could make it perfect, but I like this little like blend to it. It makes it feel brighter to me. Now we get the buy one. Like, it feels like it's fading over into the next one, right? And it just gives it this little bit of almost a glow. Now, I do believe the ace one is labeled non-binary because I made a mistake. I click this. Yeah. No, it was right. It's ace. Okay. So now we have the ace one. There we go. I always get the ace and non-binary one mixed up, and I'm embarrassed because it's my own. It's one of my own damn flags. Okay. But now these are much brighter than what we had before, right? There's more going on. They feel a little bit more pop. So now we've got all of our flags are up and updated, right? So I'm gonna pull open my file viewer to make sure I have all these right. Hey, Grandwig, how's it going? Okay, so one. No, I didn't redo the pan one, did I? I, for some reason, did not save pan in here. Why did I not save pan in here? That's fine. Okay. So the pan flag. Oop. I'm gonna go here. Click you, and you start out as this very, very pretty pink. Then we're going to grab yellow. And then a nice light blue. And on that edge, there's always this dark side of it, and it's not actually supposed to be there, so I need to make sure to grab that. There we go. And then the positions of this should be 33 and 66. I'm just going to nudge those over so it's not as harsh. Oop. And then this one should be called pan. There we go. Yes, you did, Taylor. Nice. All right, so we'll save this one. Every so often I have to pop over to the screen. I do apologize if they seem a little off here. Ba-da-ba. Oh, I named that wrong. I named it Star Pan. That's why I missed it when I was looking through these. Just to check. Yeah, so it's fine there, but yeah, it doesn't work on the brighter colors. All right, now's where we start expanding into new ones that I haven't done yet. So if they, oops, sorry. So if they seem odd, I apologize, but we're going to go to a, no, that's 6. I need 5. I need a 5. There we go. So there's our 5. No, see, this is what I'm talking about. So I have a bright color on the end, and I did a dark, and this is why it's like, no, needs to be like that. There we go. Now, I hope that saved correctly. No. Trans. New. There we go. Yeah, that feels much better on there. Like, I had all of these slightly off. This is why we're doing a new one in general, right? We're fixing problems. We are fixing slight design flaws with how I was doing this before. I was forgetting to change a color. Like, we go over to Nebulous, right? And Nebulous has this edge, and it's not supposed to have that edge. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to delete the gradient that we had, and then we go in here, we grab the yellow. Click here. Go Nebulous, hit New. And then we just have this cleaner edge. Yeah, so I had mistakes all throughout this. So it feels good to be fixing these. It like this is why we're doing a V2. This is why we're doing the V2 of this. Just to fix some of this and make it look nicer. And give you better stars and all of that. Okay. Go to the Pride. Now, Pride, I don't think we need to adjust. It is slightly darker there, but I think it works on the Pride one. I think Pride can stay. And there is our Ace 1. There we go. So something I did, Telu, to make that less of an annoyance for me is I went through, and you can actually customize the sounds that it grabs to be slightly less aggressive ones, and that's what I did, and now it doesn't feel like I'm being yelled at. Is my check-in slow? I see Dally checked in. Hello, Dally. I don't know why. There it is. Sometimes it's slow. I don't know what's up with that. Should check into that. I think it's related to Mari waiting her turn based on events going on that I have it doing the check during the start. How? I believe it's, I'm going to check this. If you right click your sound icon, like on your thing in the bottom right, and you go, I think, all the way to the bottom, you should have more sound settings. Yeah, you have this, and then you go to sounds. And then you can just pick the one. And the ones you are after is device connect and disconnect. So device connect, that's mine. Device disconnect is now that. So I don't get as loud of a mean one. So it just sounds a lot less harsh and... because the default one is a little harsh. Okay, we fixed... we did not fix buy. I think buy is fine. Pan is good. Regular pride flag is good. The wrong trans one. I have it all blurry. Pride is good. That's a nebulous pattern. Buy is good. Pan is good. Trans is good. New nebulous. New ace. Okay. So I think they're all fixed now. These are all fixed now. It's you get those little bits of information and it's just like no, this is a nice way to make this a little less harsh. All right, so the next gradient we're going to do, we need 5 colors, so let's grab one of our 5 colors. I think we can grab nebulous for this. We're going to do the aromatic one. I'm just going to go through this list. We're going to do aromatic. Aromantic, not aromatic. Sorry. Those are slightly different things. I'm sure aromantic people smell nice, but this is not the right word. Okay. Okay. And this is our arrow one, so we'll add that. For those who do not know what aromantic is, it is people who do not experience romantic attraction. Do, 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 do. We will add arrow star. Next up are 5 stripes. This time we are going to do gender fluid. Which, if you have not gone to a mechanic in the last 2 years, you should probably get your gender fluid replaced. Over here, add you. Oh God, Cerados, I'm so sorry. I don't have an iPad, but you have my condolences. So I have a button on my Steam Deck that is allowing me to click on these without having to customize each thing. This is a very interesting looking one, like the way it ended up going. Fluid. I am just going, by the way, I am just going through a list of pride flags. Three even stripes would not be the bi flag, it would be the pan flag. There we go. I am going through a list of the pride flags, and these are the popular hex ones on the site, which just makes it easier for me to keep track of what's going on. Eh. 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 So this is polysexual. The poly flag. Boop. And a boop. Nice, Teller. Polystar. Now, I don't know what omnisexual is. What is omnisexual? I'm gonna learn here. Omnisexual. He's a person who's attracted to persons of all genders or okay. A lot of these, I'm glad people find labels for them, but I kind of look at some and sometimes I'll go, that seems like bi with more steps. But if it helps people find an identity that works for them, more power to them. I just kind of look at them, I go, That seems way more complicated than it needs to be. Oh, I need to customize to a different one first. I need to customize to, like, that's 4 stripes. There, I need a 5 stripe one. Replace that one. Go. Oh, and also just as a thing with these flag stickers, I made like $70 in the last month thanks to y'all and your support on them. Just through those, and it's like that was not an intended thing to do well. It was just kind of I'll throw these up. I did not expect y'all to like them as much as y'all have and to be gifting them to each other and everything. So just a huge thank you for that. Omnistar. Okay, now this is an interesting one. So the one I'm on right now is the intersex flag. Now the intersex flag I have to be a little bit different on because the intersex flag is unique. I'm going to call it unique. That's not exactly the right word, but we're going to call it unique. So it's only 2 colors, but it's with a stripe. So what we're going to do here is we're going to grab the poly one, which is, well, no, I don't want poly. No, I want one with a narrower stripe in the middle. Bi. I want the bi flag. Okay, so the bi flag has a narrow stripe in the middle. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab yellow. We're going to put that on both of our end caps. Right, so there are our end caps, and then we need to grab our purple. Which, this doesn't quite look right. We can agree this doesn't quite look right now, but if I switch this to radial...
Dally Mullers just purchased 10 honeycomb.
Ah! Thank you, Dally. Thank you so much. What if I reverse it? There we go. I don't know why we have that dot in the middle. Thank you so much, Dally. I really appreciate that. Not what I want. I want this one, but why do I have purple on the edge? There's no purple. Oh, it's that. There was purple. I was gonna say there's no purple. There's purple. Did we do that, or did we go out to, like, here, where it's overlapping the corners? I think we go just inside all the corners, right there. If you put little eyes on it, it's singing. Sorry. That is the intersex pride flag, which I did not save, and I meant to. Okay, and then I'm going to, just for me to fix this, so it's that and then linear. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Dally. I really appreciate that. For those who don't know, I do this full time. This is my job. So any and all monetary support that gets sent to my streams helps me pay for my bills, helps me buy food, all that stuff. So all that support really does genuinely mean the world. So a huge thank you, in this case, specifically to Dally, but a huge thank you to everybody across the board. Hey, Mousy. It does genuinely help so much. Thank you, Dally. I mean that. Okay, so I need 3. I need 3 evenly spaced, so we're going to grab this. We are doing the genderqueer flag. That is not the color I meant to grab there. It's fine. It's that one. I'm going to delete the extra ones here, so I do this right. So there, there, there. Okay. Now you get to be that color. And then it's going to be white in the middle, so I'm going to grab the green for this one.
There we go. And then we just go over here and we grab white. And we question that blue over there. It feels like a fancy Irish. Genderqueer star. Has my Katamari always had a black outline? Yes. So it's not too obvious on the normal background. But yes, it has always had that. I know it's not a very well done outline. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that it's had a good outline on it. But it's had that outline on it just to make it fit in with my model that has the black outline and like how every part of it does. So I used the filter to add that. But we do have a actual proper Katamari being drawn by Myra right now. And then Myra is gonna have that outline on it and everything's gonna look better.
Danny Manos just gifted 10 packs to the community.
Natalie, did you mean to do that again? Thank you. Thank you so much. Everybody, you can claim those. Those are gifted for the community. So you can go over to that link right now that StreamLootSpot posted, and you can pick those up. Natalie, thank you so much. The one I am about to do has more stripes than I am used to, and I'm staring at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 7. Oh God. I've never actually seen this flag. So we are doing the agender flag. I'm gonna click there. We add that one in, and then we do. We're gonna have to adjust the spacing on this one because the spacing is going to be very wrong. Go there, go there. And then this one is going to be a light green. It's a very pretty green. Let me grab white. And white. That's really kind of you, Dally. Thank you so much. Okay, I need... hey, Google, 100 divided by 7. Hey, Google. Stop. Stop. Hey, Google, what is 100 divided by 7? $14, thank you. Hey, Google, stop. It decided I was telling it to play a radio station, which I was not doing. 42, 56. $70. $84. These are not in the right spot. This isn't right. Now we eyeball. Oh, I'm missing a stripe is why. Okay. I was like, what is wrong here? I'm missing a stripe. No, wait, what? Am I just confused? I feel very confused.
Why am I confused? Why is this wrong? Why? Oh. There. There. Why does this look so wrong? Is it just because I think it's because the black is like pushing really far into that one. Oh, that's why it is. It is that. So there. Got it. It's like something is wrong. There. Okay. I figured it out eventually. That one caused me a little bit of trouble. Okay, and I'm going to rewind just a little bit on this because I did change the positionings oddly there. Now we're getting into some of the more complicated flags that I don't know on this. I'm sorry. Sorry. I've never seen... Sorry, for the first time I have seen the cisgender flag, which I did not know there was a cisgender flag, but I think this falls into the same belt as the straight flag. Why are they so sad? They're so sad. They're so depressing. The cisgender flag is gray and gray. All right, looking at flags. Bi and pan is covered. We don't have the non-binary flag. Not me. Because we are missing the non-binary flag. For whatever reason. And here, I need 4 stripes. Surely we've done a 4 stripe. 5 stripe. Nope. Nope, you. Okay. Cool. Got it. Grab. Thank you. Yellow! And it's all yellow! Wait a minute. Why are you doing this? Oh. Being weird. Make sure that is a pure white. It is, but I want to get the exact colors. Like, yes, it is on the screen, and I do agree, but I want to get the exact colors that are listed on this site. There we go. Oop. Save that. Cool. It's funny how off this looks in the like purple, like the scale, because I want these to be even. I'm going to probably make some of the other ones look weird by doing this, but I am going to expand it just a little bit. Like there. NB star. So we have already drastically increased the number we've got. So we've got ace, NB, and we added arrow, right? We've done ace, NB, and arrow. Ace, NB, Arrow. Yes, we've got all those. Now, I would like to do the this is when I always get a little bit worried about. I need to do the lesbian flag, and there's a handful of lesbian flags, and I'm always cautious with the lesbian flag. I believe I've got this one correct, but I'm always cautious because I know there's a... I think I've got the right one. So you go out, deal the shops, panic, get energy, and finish. Oh God, tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 7. When he was 7. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. You. Nope. 5. Did I not save the one that was 7? No, wait. You. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. This one. I know with the lesbian flag that one of the versions that was created by a bigot, and I'm gonna feel horrible if this is the one. I don't believe it is, but I know one of them was created by somebody who's not great. But this is the one that was shared by Merlin. So I'm going to assume this is correct because Merlin is trans, so I don't believe Merlin would be sharing the wrong one for that. Beanie, 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 beanie. Okay, so this should be the correct... Oop. This should be the correct one. Do 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 do. And can I get the correct... Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Grab that one. I don't know what I'm listening to, by the way. This is a random YouTube playlist. I've ended up off of my own playlist, and I've ended up somewhere else. I don't know what I'm listening to. I ended up in a realm. There we go. Oop. Click the correct thing. Yes, as a reminder to everybody, you are able to draw on the screen right now. If you go to Magma, which I can see some of you are drawing, I see there's a Cubone in the corner. That must be Bigby. But yeah, you're able to draw anywhere on my screen that you want, and you can see the little bits there, and yeah. If you have flag suggestions, you can mention them, by the way. I don't have that one available to me.
Oops, I bumped the wrong thing and threw a Katamari at myself. It's fine. Ba, ba, ba. We didn't get really... We didn't really get much more than this. How many stars is this now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh! Ooh! We got 16! We got 16! This is actually great. This is actually great. It landing on exactly 16 means I can make a sticker sheet with one of each. Like, it landed on exactly 16. Let me really quick do this, do this, do this. I want to copy his path. You spelled it right the first time, B-I-G. Thank you, Talu. I had a feeling it was that one, but I needed to make sure. Okay. So, already, all of the new stars should be in the rotation for the alert. So, progress. All right. So, I'm going to close that. And now this is where things get weird, right? So, I can remove the old outline and I can remove this. And then we get down to just this, which is what we want. But I need to grab all the new stars. So, this is going to be a weird process here. But... Oh, first of all, let me save this. In case I add more. File, save as. Substar base. Save. Okay. So now we've got the base in the files. Somewhere? Yeah, so now we've got the substars in their own thing now. Okay. So the sticker versions, in order to make the sticker versions, I need all of these without the back on them, like this, because it's going to add that back. So in order to do this, what we're going to do, one, I need to delete all the old ones. And then we're just going to have the follow one, which I'm not going to use. And then we're going to go into our substars, and I need to grab all of my stars, which are going to go in here. Okay. So now, Control A, copy, right? I have lost sight of where... Oop. I have lost sight of the file I'm after here. Nope. Where is the... Hello? Found it. No, but I can look it up. Why do you ask, Taylor? get rid of the Pride Star. Copy you. Got you. Copy you. I'm gonna get rid of the first one I pasted in so I have these in order. Copy you. Copy you. There we go. Oh, well, it's gonna depend on each location. So I sadly won't have that exact information for you. Just because each location does kind of change who's shipping it and all that, right? Okay. Up it's a moment. I'm being a little slow on some of these, just because I don't want to mess up. Okay, got them all. Oh, yeah, it might take you a little while there, Snow, because of that. Obviously, that's going to be a bit of a problem. I mean, like, if I look, right? Now, in order for me to know this, I am going to ask a slightly personal question. Talu, can you tell me the first two letters of your first name? And then I can see what it says is going on, at least. But I can only tell that if you tell me the first two letters of your name. Of your first name. Because I don't get... Okay, so then this one is you. It has shipped. It is currently... I can see where it is. I do not have an estimated date, but I can see where it is. It's really close. I'll say this, Talu, because it does tell me it has arrived in the destination country, and it's at your exchange office. So I'm guessing you'll have it your next mail day. Honestly, like it'll probably be in your mail the next day you get mail. If I'm seeing it right. Like that appears to be the case. Okay, so now we've got all of the stars here, right? So, what I need to do first is we need to trim this. So we're gonna trim this down. This is gonna get rid of all those pixels on the edge. So this is now going to be. I'm going to get rid of that one, and that one. Okay. So I am going to export. I need to rename these. Oh crap. I need to rename my layers. So this one is... Forget how to rename. So this is the poly one. And then this one is the Omni. And we got Nebulous.
lesbian, intersex. I don't know certain ones. This is genderqueer. This, I believe, is our gay flag. You are... Oh, what one are you? Fluid. You're gender fluid. Gender fluid. NB. Bi. You are arrow. And then you are agender. And then we have our ace. Trans. Pan. And pride. Right, so now we have all of them. No, Talu, I would not do that. I also think there might be crimes involved if you were to do that. Though I don't know if it is for sure. Okay, so file, and I'm going to save as so I don't mess up this again. So, substars trimmed. Okay. So these are the ones we want as stickers on the server, right? So I'm going to export, and we're going to export layers to files. And they're already trimmed, and then, where are these going? Trimmed for Discord. I'm going to get rid of these there. And you're just going to be named basic. And then we want substars trimmed for Discord, which is what all of these are. These are basically just trimmed away the trimmed away all the stuff so that way I can upload them as flags. So we're gonna drop these in. And now now that program, Photoshop, is gonna run its own thing, but if you watch here, I just go like this. So Photoshop's gonna do its own thing right now, and it's gonna be manually running some files. I may drop frames. If I do, I apologize. When Photoshop does its own thing, this stuff happens. But you can see it's gonna start saving all of them for me. I love this as a shortcut, but it does take a little while. I'll put it over here while it does it. But yeah, I am happy to see that these are shipping. They're all, like, everything says shipped, I think, except for the one that Clue got earlier today. That one has not shipped yet, but I believe everything else is shipped. We're just waiting for Clue to get the giveaway. It's confirmed, it's just it hasn't shipped yet. Ow. Hi, Alarmith. But yeah, we'll get all of these, we'll get them trimmed, and then we will go back to the version before this that had all of them. Well, we'll rewind basically a bit. And then when we rewind, well, actually, I don't even need to rewind. We just need to remove the white ring on these. Which might take me a little bit, but I don't think it'll be that hard. Basically, I just need to select just the white, and then we select each layer, and we just delete that section on all of them. Just takes a little bit. And what's nice is if we do miss some of that, if we do miss some, it's not the end of the world. We need to go here. And I am going to grab out of our trimmed ones now. So here is our basic one where we specifically want the white, right? Now, I'm not sure if this will work. I'm going to try this because this did work really well before for us. If I just go, don't show anything that is yellow. Let me make sure that's way up there and we're only grabbing white, right? And I do select. Cool, that did work how I wanted it. But now I can just go here, here, and I am just clicking layer by layer. And I am removing the white ring from each one. Right there. So we do have this little white trim on here, which isn't ideal. It won't show on the stickers though, because the stickers already have a white trim. I would like to make this a little bit nicer though, so we are going to expand this just a little bit. If I go to there, and we do select again, and then I'm going to hide this. This should, in theory, get rid of some of that, at least. So it's a little bit cleaner. It doesn't have to be the best, though. This is the nice part. This does not need to be the best. Because, again, it's printing on white paper, and this is just the white edge. So, now if I go to sticker stars, we grab our batch sheet. So this is a sheet that I know everything fit cleanly on, and that's kind of the point here, is I know everything fit. Now, I could adjust some of these a little bit, right? I can go here, and I can say, hey, that can nudge further into the corner. If I want. The main goal here is I want to divide this up evenly into sections. Can I get this in a nice way? If I go rulers, right, and we do... That's 0, that's... There's not an even spot here. I would like... That's the middle. That's the middle. Can I get... I want to know what the middle is there. If that is 825, it needs to be 412. Technically 412.5, but 412. Ow! Hey, Maple. And then... 1,237? It really doesn't want to go over that 1 pixel. We'll go 38 then. I'm sorry, 798 vertically apparently is what I did. No, 825. That's the center. Yeah, so then... 1,238. And then 412. So obviously, like, what I had on here was not perfect the first time I did it, right? I am just going to remove all these because these aren't where we wanted them. We now have the clean ones over here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab these one by one, and then we're just going to hide them. So if I go here, 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 and then I paste it in. No, I need these. I need a version of these. So I really would like this to be a cleaner edge. It's bugging me. It doesn't matter. I know it doesn't matter, but it's bugging me. That should be all of it. No matter how I look at this, that should be literally all of it. So I'm going to make these clean, and then I'm going to... So there's that. Oh, I know what's happening. Let's do this, and then select inverse. There we go. Oop. No, I want that and that. Wait. You and you. Wait. Wrong left. You and you. Why? Why? That ain't right. Like there? You and you. Why is it's so far away from the edge? It should be like that, I think. How we looking? There we go. So now there's far less of that. Okay. So now we need to export all of these. So export layers to files. We need to put these in their own folder, so give me 1 second. Sticker stars. What do I currently have in my sticker stars folder? Okay, so this should be good. So sticker stars. And we're gonna have that run. This is gonna take a second. Big B, that is actually looking like really stunning. You've done a fantastic job on that background. Holy crap. I love the trees. And this is not to fault you on this, Big B. But I really gotta laugh at the visual difference between your scenery and your Cubone. There is a distinct difference between the two. Exactly, baby. You get it. I mean, this is to a point I've made. I'm a realist painter. I'm a realist painter. Realism is a lot easier to fudge things with, believe it or not, than, like, simplified stuff. I can't believe it's been an hour and a half already. I've spent an hour and a half making little stars. Oh, Big B, did you see the Pokemon Battleship video I posted in, I think, Video Games? There was a Pokemon Battleship game somebody made for Tabletop Simulator. And I posted a video sharing it, or I posted a screenshot to it at least. But basically, they made a whole bunch of different... Yeah. Just a really, really cool concept. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're now going to grab all the stars, and I think if I drop these on here... So the stars are a little small, which I feel a little bit bad about, but I don't think y'all are going to be too mad at me if I kind of scale things up. But we're going to stick that in there. We get our... Oop. Get our next one. Stick you right there. Oh, I need to cancel this. Oh, no. I realized what I should do here. This is going to take a second. I need cross sections in these. So that is at 412, so I need a cross section at 206. And again, that's at 412, so if we're adding, it'd be 618. And then we'll go back across the other way. I think I'm okay with just this. Yeah, this should work. So I'm gonna drop them like this, right? So that goes there. That one goes there. That one goes there. That one goes there. Stick that one there. 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 And basically, we're just going to stack all these. And what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to grab them in sets of 4 and move them where we need them. Now, the one thing here that's a little annoying is I need to essentially scale them all the same. But what I can do is I can go here. I'm going to do 300 width, okay? So I'm going to do 300 width on that one. And then we're going to do 300 width on this one. It really doesn't want me to grab that single pixel in width. Okay, so now this doesn't look right? So we've only got this little bit. I need to get 4 of these. So these shouldn't matter. These should be fine because we're doing vertical height, but I'm going to get this to 300 width. 301 apparently. And we're going to do it on this one, and we're going to do 300 width. Which is allowed on that one. Okay. So now we've got this. So this is obviously wrong, right? This is visually wrong. I am a hologram. Okay, so mainly what we're after is those 4. And the reason we're after those 4, we're going to save these. I'm going to sticker stars, and I'm just going to say, I'm going to do batch 2. Now, I'm going to do, one sec. Products, create new product. Okay, so now y'all can see what we're dealing with. So this is the product page. We're going to go stickers. Now, I am using this option here. Do. And then we need to add overlay assets, starry sky, and this is sticker stars. Now, we've got batch 2, which is going to look a little odd here. So this is the default size, but I want to stretch these to give you as many as I possibly can. So we're going to take this and we're going to stretch it up to the 3 inches. I'm just going to stick that in the middle there, and then we're going to look at our preview. Now you can see they're touching. This is a problem, right? This is what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to avoid them touching on this sheet. So they need to be smaller than this. This is the catch with what I've done. So like the old one, they were this size. And if I take the old one and stretch it up to 3. Now I'm a little worried because these appear to be the same size. Oh, I'm on the wrong size sheet. That's why. So this is a 3x3. We don't use the 3x3. We're using the 5x5. This is the 5x5. Okay. We go up here, and you can look. If you look at the size of all of them, they're just avoiding each other. There's a little bit of space between. Nobody's touching the edge. So this size should work. I could make them a little bit bigger. I could make them bigger. We do have the ability to make them just a little bit bigger here. But I think I feel better with them at this size. So I think we're going to stick with this size. I feel better here, right? I'm going to take those 4, put them in a group, and then we can hide them. And then we're on our next ones.
All hail the Puckerberry overlords. Dally my nose demands it.
All right, sour candy. Stop, get it, get it. All right. 3, 2, 1. It's great.
You're, special?
Thank you. Mm. Mm. Very sour. Mm. There we go. Oh yeah, Talu, it's early there, isn't it? There we go. Where are you? Nope. There we go. There we go. Grab those 4, group them together, hide those. I was actually going to try painting if the stream didn't run this long, but the stream is running longer than I expected it to. Or like this bit of the project is running longer than I expected. Though I'm doing it proper this time. Like last time I didn't do the sticker sheets the justice they deserved. I'm going to be real. But I didn't expect there to be the interest that there is in them, which is why I didn't give them more attention. So definitely my fault, but y'all really kind of surprised me with how much y'all love this, so. Oop. There we go. Well, self-worth in that one I think is kind of the big thing. Okay, so save for web. This is the new sticker sheet. I like this new sticker sheet. You get 1 of each on this. The votes that we did, right? We did votes on these, by the way, for those who don't know, for like which one I would do. And the votes on this were really interesting. So if I do results, right? We had 2 votes that voted for 6 pride stars, 2 each, and 4 yellow stars, which is what the original was. We only had 2 votes for that. 8 pride stars, 2 of each, we had 4 votes. And then we had an even split on 16 unique pride stars with 5 votes and 7 pride stars with 2 yellow stars and 2 of each. Had 5 votes. 16 unique seems like the easiest one. It makes sure everybody gets some visibility. It also means, and I would say this, you can give them to your friends. So I'm going to go with this. Yeah, these are much more vibrant than the other ones were. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to delete the image there and delete this. And then we're going to grab batch 2. And then I want this to be 5 inches by 5 inches. I told it to resize. Oh, it's 5.5 by 5.5. 5.5 by 5.5. Open that, and then we're going to check it on the preview. Everything appears to not be touching. Everything appears to be clean. This looks good. I'm happy with that. It says okay quality, and I think that's because I've stretched them slightly because I thought if I shrink it down, it doesn't seem to have an issue. Where's our line? Oh wow, it's literally right there. Okay, that's fine. You can drop it down by 1. Now, select size to offer. There's also this landscape one. We could do this. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to keep the 5x5. Actually, I want to check this. So I'm going to grab these, right? Here's our 4x4. Does it work on the 4x4? 4x4, are they touching? 4x4, they're not touching. Okay, so we're going to have more variety on this one. They do have a thicker border on the 4x4, but we can offer a 4x4 size where they're also available. Okay, so because of the spacing I did, there's a 4x4 available. There's the 5x5 available. And then there's this option, right? So this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 more of these. Actually, depending. Oh, is this going to work? Ooh, okay. Okay, can I position these cleanly, though? Okay, I can. So, what is the size of it? I need to see this again. So, this is a 15-inch sheet. I want to check, because the height of this might not work for this. I can't actually see where these are trimmed. I need to put this on a bigger screen. One sec. I think the problem is these are melting together at this size. I'm a little worried that they're melting. I can't tell, though. Can I save that image so I can look at it? Comets would be cute, Bigby, but I think that is not an easily accessible option. Where did you save? It's saved to my wallpaper folder. That's not what that's supposed to be. Okay, so here's the problem. They give you a preview, but it's too small. So this is gonna look funny. But I'm gonna create a preview here. Nope, that's not the right size. Okay, so we're gonna go here. I can't tell if these are melting together. I think they are. It's not clear. I wanted to do this long sheet, but I think it's not gonna work. So let me try this. So these were on the 4x4. Oh god, it resized them for all of it, so I just can't do it. I can't do it. It's fine. We now know. Okay, that's fine. What I wanted to do, I'm not allowed to do if I resize them. Because it goes based off the center position. Which is also a little weird. Okay, so there is that. They all fit fine. And again, if we go to the 5x5, they all fit fine. But the problem is when we go to this one, it wants to cut them this way, so we'd only be able to, if we did this, we would have to create a separate thing for them, so I don't think we can do... We can't do that one. Because those are going to be weird. But we can do these. We can do these. Maybe we'll do Comet someday, where it's just not currently, I would say, in the plans. Review your designs on different sizes. These are the two, and you can see none of them are touching. That one gets really close to the edge, and I'm a little worried about that. I am a little worried about that. I'm going to shrink this down just a little bit. My ankles are fast? That's a statement, Telu. What? My little preview. Yeah, I mean, the spots are the same speed on everything. They just get a little weird when I'm... because of the joint they're on. See if this is working now. Yeah, so now there's a little more space on the edges. I just don't want it accidentally, like, trimming off part of the sticker. Hey, Rose. Okay, so now... Pride Stars. Oh. Oh, yeah, sight's a little slow. Sight's a lot of slow. Stars include. So let's see if I can get these right. So that is asexual, transgender, non-binary, bisexual, pansexual, pride. That is that agender. I want to say that's agender, then aromantic. Do I have these right? We're gonna double check at the end. Then we have gay. I don't know that one off. That one is blanking on me. That one is blanking on me. That is omnisexual. That is... I'm blanking. That is intersex. Intersex. Lesbian. And nebulous. Thank you, Rose. I am very happy with it. Myra did a fantastic job on the art. I'm happy with the clothes I designed. Okay, now which ones did I forget? Which ones did I forget the names of, embarrassingly? Okay, so I forgot... Which one is right after gay in the list here? The one right after gay is genderqueer. Genderqueer. And then the one after genderqueer is polysexual. And we got omnisexual. And then I forgot... gender fluid. Hello to Gizmo and Mother. Hello. Now, here's where I double check myself. Polysexual flag. Yes. I got it. Okay, so now see, this is what I was saying when I say I marked them down. I can't do 3. I can do $4 per sheet. But then it goes, your selling price must be at least $5.50. So I guess we're gonna put these as $5.50. Right, this is as low as I can make them. $5.50. As a tip, Telu, your browser, if it is making sound, should have a little speaker icon next to the tab you're in, or on the logo, usually. So it would at least be one of them that would have a little speaker on it. There's a lot of flags at all times, Rose. Some of them get a little confusing if you're not used to them, but all of these should be good. None of them are touching. Now, that's that price. Are these also... Yeah, so it's weird that they're $5.50 for both. Like, you'd think the one would be cheaper, so there's no reason to not get the bigger ones. I don't know. Do we want them on a mug? We can add them to a mug. We could just stick them all on a mug. I honestly like the idea of putting that sticker sheet on a hoodie like that. If I had them in a better organization, I think the mug would be fine, but I don't think this sticker sheet format is really the thing for it. Drinking problem didn't trigger, did it? Drinking problem just straight up did not trigger there. People earlier were reporting issues with things not properly going off. So with the bot and it not sending signals properly. I don't know why that didn't go off. Or at least if it did, I didn't notice it. So I'm gonna give the card back. I apologize. There's some bug going on with Streamlets right now. There were cards redeemed earlier today that didn't trigger, but some did. Something's not going off correctly. I can't do anything about it at this point in time. Hopefully it gets fixed soon. But it is on Streamloot's end. Weird, Telu. Okay, so look, see, the sticker sheets are good. None of them are touching. We're all good there. We have all of our flags. I am going to... I'm going to move this to my other screen really quick. I want to make sure... because I want to post this in the Discord. Because, yeah, the old one... Okay, why... That's the hollow one. This one. You should be... I will still have the old sheets available for a while. Am I allowed? Why am I allowed to do that now? Why am I allowed to change the price now? What? Oh, okay. There I will lose money. There was yelling at me. Safe? Okay. $5.50. I've just learned I'm allowed to reduce the price to $5.50 on everything. So we're going to make the new ones a little bit cheaper. I'm not going to make much of anything on these, but that's not the important part. But now I want to create another product. We're going to create another one of these. Right? So we're going to go back in here. And we're going to grab stickers just like we did before.
We're going to do the hollow ones. So one thing that I found really useful when you're trying to find tabs, Telu, I don't know if your whatever browser you're using has them, but I like vertical tabs. Vertical tabs are my friend. That's what these are on the side, right? So I have my tabs over here. My tabs are all nice and organized and like over on the left. And this tab is supposed to open up, and I don't know why it's not opening up right now. But when they open up, you can actually just see. Yeah, there we go. So look, I have this. So then mine get all organized and fancy there. My web browser apparently is having some lag issues, and it's not allowing me to make the holographic stickers right now, which is a bit annoying. But it's called vertical tabs. If you just go to your browser settings, depending on your browser, not all browsers have them, but Firefox does, and Edge has it, which means, and I don't know about Chrome, I don't know about those, but they're called vertical tabs, and they're a lot easier to look through because honestly, most things are not as wide as they are tall. Like, I'd rather see more height on a page than width on a page at this point because of widescreen monitors and whatnot. Why aren't you uploading faster? I feel like I need to clear my cache. I'm going to hold shift and reload. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. There we go. Okay. Ah, I didn't mean to undo. I was just trying to position it. Yeah, there's also groups. That is an option. Okay, so I would like a preview here. This is the problem. Give me the preview. Oh, I think I'm on the wrong scale though. This is the 3x3 one. I don't want 3x3, but I do want the 4x4. So 4x4 is lined up. And that's lined up. So in theory, if the 4x4 is good, the 5x5 will be good. But now let's preview this. You really do tell. Okay, so see this isn't fitting. This isn't. See, this is what I was afraid of. So that's not fitting. The 5x5 is good, but the 4x4 is not. Now, I'm assuming here, if I make this bigger, right, where I'm still fitting in, but I'm guessing... Hi. Hi, Blue Raz. Yeah, so those aren't going to fit. They aren't going to fit on the 3x3, and that's fine. So this is just going to get the 5x5. 5x5 fits on there. Check our preview. Okay, everything looks good there. And then just to show, so they're shiny, they're nice and pretty. Thank you, Raz. I'm very proud of this. I designed the outfit myself. I had one of my artist friends draw it. I commissioned one of my artist friends to draw it. But I designed the outfit. That is fully on me. It's a little dark right now because we're in a dark scene. But I designed the outfit and then added the glow and all that stuff. All right, so we're going to do this. Just the 5x5 on this one. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You can tell whenever the screen goes extremely bright white what's going on. So, I want these to be... See, now, your selling price must be $750 or higher. Why are you doing this? So if I do $750 there... But now it's like, you'll make this much per sale. I don't want to make anything per sale. Thank you for the follow! Alright, you are going to see my fourth wall income. Like I said, I try to mark this down as much as I can. It doesn't matter. Products, Pride Stars V2. Okay. So I want to grab this again. Go back over here. I want to paste that in there. Grab these. Pride Stars V2. Got it. Go here. But Hollow Pride Stars V2. There we go. Publish now.
Cam Diamond. Wait, what are we going with, Rose? Okay, so here's the new Pride ones that are in hollow. Okay, so that's what we want, and then I want to go back to the dashboard. And I want to go to products, right? So here you can see the markup. These ones, I was able to mark down to 550. Why do these have to be 750? 550. Save. It lets me. I make let's see. I make $1 per sale on those. On these, I make 301. I don't understand. I'm going to be a little annoying here just because I try to cover $2 per on shipping things for people. So I'm going to make that $6.50. But that should work and allow me to do that. So $6.50, $5.50, and then just so I am making enough to be able to cover some of your shipping on things, we'll put that up to $6.50. So we got $6.50, $5.50 for the non-hollow. Oh, that art. I know what that art is. Okay. I do know what that is. I want you and you, and I want to add you two to collections. So we've got these two in the Pride stickers. I want to add you and you. Go there. Save. Now those are up. Go back to our product. Oh, save changes. Don't change. Okay, so there's that. But now what I want to do here is I want to go in here, right? Okay, is that the only image it wants me to have? But these, I get multiple. I don't understand. I want that image. Yeah, because that's a nicer image. So now if we go to our page... Can I go to my storefront? I want to go to my storefront. So yeah, so we've got our old ones and we've got our new ones. I think this is better. I think these are better though. I think we can agree, like, look at, like, that versus that. These were nice, these are brighter. These are just more, these have more pop. And then I'm wondering, can I, because I know I can do a limited run on this. So if I go here, can I limit you? In stock unlimited. So that's what I have. I can't get rid of them. I think though, honestly with this, I think it's good if we just archive these. And I know that's a little bit annoying here. I'm going to archive the old ones. You can get the new ones. Just because I think that's going to be nicer to have for everybody. Like, I think people are going to be able to have a nicer set of them, and I think this is just the better way to go about it. So let me open in the Discord. So there is that one. I'm posting them in the Discord right now. Fourth wall handles all of it for me. So yeah, fourth wall physically handles all of it. They will actually they pick like the furthest or the closest production place to everything, and you're able to use all their stuff. The catch is though, if you make them yourself, because you can make products yourself, that does change things. So if I just open up the fourth wall thing, right? So here's the fourth wall page. You can choose from their products that they have, and then they will print those. Or you can make your own, but if you make your own, you have to handle shipping and all of that. So that would be the dependency there. But they have a lot of stuff available. Different bits of clothing, all that. I would like to do more involving stuff like that. To be able to give you more things. Like there's ceramic mugs with color on the inside. We could do a ceramic mug with a color on the inside. Like, I'm just gonna click design now. Like, what if we do this and then we grab our hang in there cowbear, right? I don't think this is the one I'm doing right now. What is the one I'm doing? Because I know I have a mug. You don't pay anything. They take their cut. No, I am doing the one with the internal color. So this one already is available. It looks. Wait, no. You are just a what? I can't see in the mug. Yeah. So this has the black inside, but there's no other colors. Why is that the only one available? But if we go over, there were other colors clearly available. Oh, wait. Can I change that? I want more colors. Oh, I just forgot to add colors. Can I edit this one? Can I edit this one to have more, or did I screw up? Because we have a mug, right? Hang in there, cowbear mug. We have 2 sizes available. This is only one size. I think these are different products. Edit product design? Yeah, I just forgot to add colors. Oh, my bad. Okay, cool. So I can just go dark blue if you want dark blue, dark green. I don't think red would look good. I think dark green would work. Orange is not going to work. Blue would work. I'll add pink because pink is great. I don't think that green works. And I'll add the yellow. Oh, it changes the handle. You can't see it because it's behind me. It changes the handle color. Look at that. So it's actually changing. You can only see it a little bit through me, but I mean, there's no fault in me adding all of these. So if I just do that, I got to figure out why there's an error. Oh, they're out of stock. That's fine. I don't mind if they're out of stock. Black. Red. I need these in an order. Orange. Yellow. Green. Dark green. Dark blue, light blue. Move this up here. And move pink up there. I'm sorry, I didn't know those were possible before. Do you need special? No, so you just need an art program where you can get the images. You could take photos. You could do whatever you want. You would post it on here, and then you can submit it. So yeah, look. So now we can get. You can pick whatever color you want. Look at that. Look at all these colors. Like, look at that. So it doesn't quite upload cleanly, but you can see. You can grab whatever colors you want. Make a little note in the Discord. Let that render though. That's really cool. I didn't know that I could do that. And I feel a little bad because we did sell one. We did sell one mug already. So I do feel a little bad that I did not have the right thing on there. But yeah, you can pick whatever color you want now.
Yeah, no problem. Woo!
Aw, thank you, Skulls. So for anybody who wants one of the new holographic, the new holo stickers, Skulls just gifted some to you. ! Enter if you want to get some for yourself. All you got to do, exclamation point enter, and you can win one of these. You got to type it in chat within the next 2 minutes if you want to win any of it. That is the catch here. So exclamation point enter, you can win a new sticker sheet. You can get one of these nice fancy little stickers. It will ask you for you to link your Twitch to your fourth wall, and then you can collect it this way. But yeah, they are all new sticker sheets, so anybody can enter, even if you've already won them, because you can get the fancy new stickers, because they are new stickers. And thank you so much, Skulls, for gifting this and letting people get some of these new stickers. I'm really pleased with how they look out, or how they look. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm really happy to have these new stickers available for everybody. And just being able to give y'all like some new... Yeah, so Hang In There is the name of every single one of that art piece. Hang In There Cowbear Blanket, Hang In There Cowbear Spiral Notebook, Hang In There Cowbear Desk Mat, Hang In There Cowbear Mug. Any of them that include that artwork are labeled as Hang In There. I just labeled them all the same in order to kind of make them more available for everyone. But yeah, so everything is called Hang In There because it's based on the Hang In There cats. No, it doesn't say Hang In There on it. But yeah, so yeah, if you've not done exclamation enter, do exclamation enter. You can win the Pride Stars before it finishes. It's gonna finish soon. So if you want to win it, exclamation enter. Nope, there it goes. Mousy got it. The description says it. What? Bigby, the description doesn't say it. You okay, Bigby? Perfect for drinking your milk, right? Hang in there, cowbear. What? Oh, hang it there. It there. No, that is a typo. I'm dyslexic and you're asking me... You're asking me if a typo is on purpose. I am dyslexic. Please be more clear. You could go, you spelled this wrong. Update URL. There we go. No. If I spelled something wrong, just go, there's a typo in the title. Oh, cool. Thank you. Oh, Snow, that mouse pad, I need to be clear. That mouse pad is much bigger than you'd think, than you realize, I think. Like, that mouse mat is actually massive. And I didn't know this. There's no images really showing how big this thing is. There's an 18 by 16 and a 36 by 18. I didn't realize it was so big. There's nothing in reference in any of these photos. So what the hell is up here? What is this? No, I have a desk mat. There's a desk mat. The desk mat is 15 by 30. But yeah, no, I'm glad we got some more chromatic Pride Stars. I'm also glad we have a full sheet of 16 different ones. That really, I think, makes it a lot nicer. They get very close on some of these on the 4x4. The 5x5 is definitely fine. The 4x4, if anybody gets the 4x4, do let me know, and I might want to just adjust this in general to make it a little bit better. Just thinking about it. Let me go into here. Let me edit this. I think I can make this a little bigger to maybe give them a little more space. Because they're there. If I click there... Yeah, none of those are touching now. Let me save that and check it again. Yeah, now they're not touching. Now there's definitely space. They were a little close on the other one, and I was a little worried. Everything should be good now. Yeah, the cowball one is very cute, and you are the only one with that cowball art. So enjoy that. And then the hollow one should be perfectly fine. I don't think the hollow ones had any questionable spots, but I am going to double check. A few times now. Yeah, this is fine. These are definitely fine, because these only come in the one size. The other one has a small, which is where I think some of that's going to get a little odd. But yeah, no, I'm happy to have the Pride stickers in their own little spot. And then I should probably make a collection for the hang in there Caber stuff. So let's go back over here and we'll go to products, collections. Hang in there only has these 4 in it for whatever reason, which isn't that, because there's that, and that are all part of that. So we'll save all of those to their own little category. No, don't change. Why do you keep thinking I want to make things hidden? And then we go to site design. And we go over here, and I am going to add a page section. And this we want it to be a featured collection. Oh, no, I just want a collections list. This is better. I don't know why it thinks there's only one collection. I'm going to put that up there. So we get our collections, then we got our Pride stickers, and then we have all our products. This is a little conflicted right now, and I don't know why. Like, why are you only showing... Oh, that's the all products. So Pride stickers there. And then we want to add a collection, and then we do hang in there. Alignment centered, please. Always be centered. And then 4 in a row. We make them square. There we go. And then I'm going to go back. Can I make these other ones square? I'd like these to be square. No, I'm not allowed to make these square. I want them to be square. Square looks better. This is, I don't like this. Be square shape. This is happy. This is not. That might be a stretch there, Taylor. That might be a little bit of a stretch. Okay, but now if I refresh this. Yeah, so now we... Did I not say right align? Appearance. Center. Left. Center. Okay, the center alignment doesn't work. Amazing. Oh no, because it's planning for there being 4. If I do 2, will it work? Oh god, it makes them giant. It does work, but it makes them giant. I'm gonna do 5, and I'm just gonna deal with it being offset, because I'd rather have it clean. Yeah, there. So now you can see the collection specifically there. You can see the stickers. I don't know why that sheet has a border. That one doesn't. I can't do anything about that. But I really do like these new sheets. I think this is a nicer way to go about it. You're going to get all of this. And yeah, I am going to try and do more stuff. I really like the new mugs. The mugs make me happy. I didn't realize I could do this before. I really like the blue, I think, is really cute. The pink is really cute. The red, not as much. I'm not a big fan of the red. But going into like other designs, I think there's a lot of charm here. I don't know what's going on with the gold and yellow. Like this gold and yellow, I think it's supposed to be that color, and there's a green bug going on. I'd rather have the gold and yellow. Assuming it's that, I would rather have this color over this color. I think the gold one is nicer. I think there's just a bug with the graphic. This green is also pretty nice. But yeah, I think if I were to get one, I'd actually probably get this one or the pink one. I think the pink one is cute. But yeah, I think adding these, adding the mug color is a good one. But yeah, no, there's a lot of options, honestly, on Fourth Wall for me to do. Different products, and I shared these in the Discord for y'all to kind of look at and tell me what ones you want at any point in time. But if we go here and I just do create new product and we'll just check. Right, so we can go to, we'll just go bit by bit. I'm gonna go to accessories rather than apparel. Because, oh, you can do clothes. But we can do socks. Like we've done socks before. We can do some trucker hats, stickers. The spiral notebook, which is apparently dotted and rather than lined, which means it also works for drawing really well. A gaming mouse pad, a classic mouse pad, which I didn't choose either of those. A laptop sleeve, but I don't like doing the ones that are for like very specific sets. I could do a MagSafe case for a phone. A set of pins we could do in the future. Beach towel. But like there's a lot of options in here. Tough case for iPhone. A hardbound journal. I like hardbound journal. Like okay, so but it is lined. The problem with the pins though, Tellu, is I can't do pin shaped ones. Do we do it? Okay. Okay, are we gonna go into mouse pads? Because what are the mouse pads that were on here? Let's go back. Because there's the desk mat. Desk mat, desk mat. We can do custom enamel pins, but we gotta do 250 of them. Desk mat. I think I did a gaming mouse pad. Do we need a classic mouse pad? Is this what we need? Yeah, 8.5 by 7. This is what we need. So we needed a classic mouse pad, right? This is what you're asking for, Snow? There you go. At some point during the stream, I lost 175 frames. Don't know what happened. Classic, smaller mouse pad. There we go. I will just label it. Hang in there, smaller mouse pad. Want a smaller mouse pad? The cowbear provides. Can I do $10? I have to do $12.50. Okay, I gotta do $12.50. Ah! A less giant mouse. Okay, there. Let's do products, create new product. So we can look at these again. I want to look at the accessories though. We looked at page 1. All over print bandanas. Look at this. We can do shoes. You want cowbear shoes? We can do cowbear shoes. Pet collars, leashes, yoga mats. Embroidered patches are an interesting one. Like, I would love to do these. I need to see what's in the design. What are my restrictions if I do an embroidered patch? What is the rule here? Like, if I add an image, what happens if I add... We're just going to go as a reference here. I am going to say the nebulous star. So if I add the nebulous star here, what happens? We're testing here. Yeah, that's what I thought. What do you mean max of 6? Give me 2 other colors. So this isn't going to work well. I can do 4 colors. Or I can do up to 6 colors, but it doesn't work well. So this is the problem. So even if we try to do these, they're a little harder to work with. So if we do that, we have to plan directly for those. So just be aware that is something that if we do that is going to be a little more complicated. We can do pet bowls. We can do, so here's one that excites me. We can do acrylic keychains, right? But if I do this, I have to send in a request thing, and then they have to do a custom thing, and I have to buy at least 50 ahead of time. So there's a little bit of an oddity if I were to do that. Enamel pins I would love to do someday, but I need to do 250 of them. So there's some issues with some of the designs. Yeah, there are a lot, and this is just in accessories. Then we go to like home and living. We can do candles. We can do matte posters with a frame, wall calendars, all over pillowcases. We could make weird body pillows of calf pint, all over print premium pillowcase. We can do wrapping paper, which I really do want to do wrapping paper before the holidays. This is on my list of something I would like to do, is to create some sort of pattern that would work for that, because I think that'd be really cute. We can do wooden ornaments on demand, but the problem is the wooden ornaments only have these shapes. So if we were to do wooden ornaments, we'd have to plan something that would work with like the heart, if we were to do those. Coasters, table runners, placemats, throw blankets, custom keycaps, but I gotta get 500 of them if I do them. Comic books I can do, acrylic standees, but I gotta do 100 of them, which is a $300 investment. Neon lights, we could do neon lights, but I gotta buy 10 of them, and they're over $100 each. Single custom keycaps, I gotta do 2,000 of them, so it's $2,000 if I were to do that. Custom hardcover book, full set custom keycaps, keychain plushies. Yeah, like there's a variety of things just in the accessories, and then that doesn't even cover apparel, right? Which there's a lot of there's a really nice variety of clothing here that I'm really surprised by. Premium crop tops. Look at this, cardigans. There are cardigans. Denim jackets. Take down. Yeah, there's a good variety of things. I did post all of these in the Discord under the like products and stuff. There's suggestions for merch. All of these are listed as images there. So if there is something you would like to see something for, we can put it on the list of things that we would like to have something for. I had messaged Loy. I said I still wanted to do it. The farmer and his wife painting. Doing that, except having it with being Milkshake and Mari on the front, and then myself falling off a roof in the background. Which I think would be really cute. But yeah, no, there are a lot of options here for a lot of different variety and stuff. So, and I'm keeping an eye on it, right? Like, I would like to do, and I don't know why they're not in there, because they showed... They were in the home and living. There was more drinks, and I think things are missing. If I don't view the all products, things are missing. Yeah, because the mugs weren't in any of those pages. So there's white glossy mugs, black glossy mugs. There's the ceramic mug with color inside that is there. I picked the enamel mug. No, I picked that one. That's the one I did. There's also an enamel mug. We've got water bottles and tumblers, which I think both of these are ones I would like to do at some point. Wine tumblers. Yeah, some of these aren't in those categories they had, so it makes it a little messy trying to find everything. So it's easy to miss cool products. All over print duffel bags. Travel mug with handle. Stainless steel tumbler. Stainless steel koozie. You can get one of these. These are honestly not bad, and I don't think I would mind doing something for that. I need something that works more like the cow ball. What I am planning on doing is when I actually do commission emotes and we have proper emotes, I will get the rights to put them on stuff, and I will give them, I will put them on merch. Just straight up put them on merch. So you don't have to do stickers. We'll make it look like there's already stickers on them. So that way they can stay nice and clean even when being washed and all that stuff. You don't have to worry about damaging stickers if you were to put them on your water bottle. You can keep everything really clean and really, really good. And that's one of those kind of things. Like, I feel like it could be a little bit of a caution thing if you were getting stickers. I would love stickers on water bottles, but I'd like them to not wear over time, right? Latte mug in there. Got some pretty nice bottles here. I like the idea of doing a pet bowl. I would love to do a keycap. I just wish that you didn't need to do 2,000 of them. Like, imagine getting just like keycaps, and then y'all could buy a keycap for like $2, right? And it would just have like my face on the little keycap, and you could place your escape key or something. Like, I would love to do that. I think that'd be really cute. But yeah, when we get like proper emotes going around and stuff, I think that'll be bigger. We can do Hawaiian shirts. Wait. We can do Hawaiian shirts. Okay, so we're just gonna do this as a test. I'm gonna grab hang in there. We're gonna do hang in there, no text. Look, I think we would need a plan for this, right? We need to do a pattern that I could tile. So, like, where we could overlap them and stuff, and I think that'd be fine. So, like, obviously this isn't quite right, but let's just see what just placing this on here looks like in the preview. All over print, I want it on white. So we don't have we don't have sleeves on this one. So it looks like, sadly, this just does the... Oh, wait, no. Did I just only do this on the front? Oh, I think I did. So now we got that on the front. Now we got to go to the back. Okay. So the catch here is I have to do each one, right? So there would be a lot of alignment and stuff I would have to do on this. So this is definitely a more complicated one. There's a pattern I can download. But let's just check out the preview without the sleeves, just to kind of get the idea. But yeah, you can kind of see. So yeah, we could fully do a proper Hawaiian shirt if we wanted. It would take a lot of planning. I'm pretty sure that if I go here, go to front, and I just say pattern, yeah, I can down. Oh, I can change the way it does this. Okay, so wait. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna go upload, and we're gonna try something here. So let's go into my new layout. Overlay assets, starry sky.
Now I'm going to grab substars, and I'm just going to grab the nebulous star for the sake of this. Your image doesn't, yeah, that's fine. Scale down. It wants a larger image for me to do this. But what happens if I do this? I was hoping they'd overlap on their own. Oh, they do. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay. Can I change the main color though? Because before we were able to put it on black. Can I put it on black? Because I think this would work really well on black, but I need... Yeah, so we take that, and then let's check the preview. Check that out. Okay. So if we do that and do pattern again, I want to reduce the spacing. So they're just slightly not overlapping. Rotate it a little more. Go back to pattern again. Right, and then we just do this. The problem is this is going to take a lot of, like, customization. Though I almost wish when I was doing this, I wish we had kept the cow bear in on the front, and then we did this pattern on the back. Like, I don't know if it's going to be... Yeah, it's not easy to copy-paste this. But I would love to put this on the front, and then everywhere else is this on it. Right? Like, we would take this... Oh god, that would be really cool. Like, actually just do, like, the nebulous one, and then do more of them. So this is good to know, though. We now know that we can do this, right? So that gives us a new option. So that's cool. I like that there's Hawaiian shirts. I like that there's some options on that we can have. What happens if I just take the scrunchie, right? Scrunchies are simple. Scrunchies are simple. Does this have a pattern ability? Like, if I take this, can I put the nebulous star on this? Actually, we'll do it with the pride star, right? We'll just do it with the standard pride star. Scale it down. Yeah, this does have the pattern. So we go here. I'm going to rotate it a little bit. And then we go to pattern. And then I want to do brick. And then we lower the spacing. We do fill again, and we paste that in the background. Oh, I want fill. Go back to our layers. Do our pattern. We could overlap them and do this, or we give them just a little bit of spacing like that. We check the bow. Upload the same file. The problem is, like, I would love to do, like, more of these, but at a certain size, you kind of got to go, you know, because you would have, like, you kind of got to just, like, drop it at a certain point, because if you're doing a bunch of these, you're not going to have a good time making 5,000 of them, right?
They look silly in these images. I wanted to see it on the arm. But yeah, there's options, right? Like we can do a lot of these things. But yeah, it's like a question of what it, like I want this image to see with it. I don't want the other one. But yeah, I like the idea of doing a lot of these. Oh, we got basketball jerseys as well. This might work really well with the hang in there. Let's see how this looks with hang in there. They're making me do front and back, all that stuff again. All right. But what we should see this can be smaller than this though. Almost. It needs to be a little bit bigger. So we could do that on the front, and then what I want to do here, instead of doing an image, I just want to say, make it black. And then I don't know where this label ends up going, so let's just, as a test image, I'm just going to do hang in there again, just so I can see where this logo goes. Okay, it goes down in the bottom right. So I would ideally want to put like a Katamari or something there, right? But let's just see how this looks. I would like it to have black stitches. Okay, and I assume this is because I shrunk it down. No, that's the black from the sides. So this is how it ended up lining up. I love the sleeves on it, but you can see, like, we could do silly stuff like this if we wanted. So we've got some options that I think would be really fun for merch and stuff. So it's not like the most straightforward, but I'm sad that this can't be better. But I am intrigued by this. How nice can we make these aprons? Because I think there's a couple people here that would definitely rock a Cowbear apron. And I think at least 2 of them are in the chat right now. At least 2 of you in chat would rock a Cowbear apron. At least 2 of you. Oh, that was what I was afraid of. So it sadly doesn't do what I want. And I'm guessing if I do this, it's not gonna... Yeah, no. So it only can cover that area. I'm sad. We could only put like a statement on it. I was hoping that was an all over. There was another apron though. How does this one go? Does this one go all over? Or is this, again, same spot? I am guessing this is just going to be in that one spot again. If you could do all over, though, it would be fantastic. We're just not going to get that, are we? Oh, that's embroidered. Yeah, well, that's color limited to 6. So, nope, we can't do a cool one easily. A little bit sad about that, but some of that I kind of expect. But again, we did actually get new things up on the shop. We did get things updated. We've got nice and pretty Pride. We got our new Pride stickers up. We've got the non-hollow and the hollow on there. Nice and available for y'all. So I think we did do some nice progress today. That said, though, we've been going for 2.5 hours. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate y'all. It has been fun. We'll be playing Digimon in the morning again. I'm gonna probably be playing that for a bit. I do plan on Minecraft again soon. I'm gonna try anyway. But yeah, no, it's been fun. I had a really good time. Okay. I am looking at who is live out of my friends, and I am seeing one of them is doing a horror stream, and I know this may not be for everybody. But if you want to help my friend out who is doing a 24-hour scary stream, who doesn't do scary streams, I'm going to send you over to our friend Pandy. They are currently playing Backrooms Extraction. I hope nobody has lurked to the point of not being able to handle being scared. But I'm going to send you over to my friend Pandy. Pandy is fantastic. Pandy is good vibes, and I'm sure Pandy will appreciate y'all. If horror's not your thing, I totally don't blame you for jumping out. It's not really my thing. I'm going to get some food, so I'm not even going to have to deal with a lot of it. But go give Pandy some love and appreciation if you've not been there before. I would really appreciate it. Again, thank you all for coming out tonight. I appreciate y'all. I will hopefully see y'all tomorrow. But that said, go give some love. Go give some appreciation. I'll catch y'all next time. So see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.
感じる
Also, Bigby, that art is beautiful.
感じ